Hello, everybody. My name is Zoe Vermillion. I'll be one of the commentators for this run. I am joined by some wonderful friends of mine, as well as a wonderful partner. Stars, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, we're Starisms. Really glad to be here at Winter Pride again and commentating yet another Super Metroid thing with Freyas. And go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
So just to be clear, that this is not a SMC3 combo race. This is not a one of them is playing one seed of each game. Zandra is playing both Link to the Past with co-op, and Freyas will be running a multi-world with two different Super Metroid seeds. And I'll hand this over to them and let them talk about how this got started and the technical aspects.
So the way that this got started, about 18 months ago, Zandra submitted Link to the Past 2 Seeds 1 Controller to Power Up, and we saw that submission and went, we need to do this for Super Metroid. So then we did it for Super Metroid, and then we wanted to get this into a marathon, and we didn't want to think that we could ask for 3 hours just for this. So we asked Zandra for an asymmetrical race, and Zandra said yes, and so we got it in.
Yep, I've for a while now, I've been playing a bunch of like games, like 2 games, 1 controller, and ever since my friend Andy, who's at MCC Lore 111 on Twitter, heard the concept of co-op Link to the Past randomizer, she thought it meant, items are shared, and it turns out no, it's just people share information. But she liked her idea so much, she just made it work. So I'm using her code EmuCoop, which makes it so that my 2 games will be networked, and whenever one side picks up an item, the other side gets it too. And these are 2 entirely separate seeds. They're not meant to work together. But I'll just throw logic to the wind and just have fun and make it work. And speaking of which, what is my second sprite? Is this locked in? Are we good?
Yes, this is very locked in. The second sprite is going to be Glitchwitch after a few last-minute donations.
Perfect. All right. Cool. Then yeah, I'm set. Then we are locked in, and I will start the code part of it. I can only start it once, so I'm going to do it right now.
So the history behind how we chose how to run these, Zandra's going to be running a co-op script. We're going to be doing a 2-player multi-world with a major-minor item pool split. And basically, we just kind of individually did our own thing and tried to find settings which would get us to about the same time. And it sounds like it's worked out well, and hopefully it ends up that way.
Freyas, could you explain what you mean by multi-world?
A multi-world means that left Samus can find right Samus's morph balls. All the items are scattered across 2 different worlds, and each Samus will be finding items for the other Samus, which is super exciting, which means that we hit go mode on both sides at the same time.
Or in the case of what chat will be seeing, top Samus and bottom Samus.
Yeah. But we're not gonna unpack that sentence.
Okay. Yes, and also because I'm using shared items, thanks to EmuCoop, I will also be in a situation where as soon as one side gets go mode, both of them have go mode. So it's going to be a double go mode.
And it can't be stressed enough that this is a race in the loosest sense of the word.
Yeah, we practiced and found a combination of situations that would have us both and at about the same about the same time frame, so we should be good to make this entertaining. And also my pair of seeds was vetted to make sure that I don't end up with something extremely rude, like a double ped seed or something, just because that would add a whole lot of time, and since we are not using the same seed, then that would throw things out of alignment. So this is as close as we can get it right now.
So with that, we think we're ready for a countdown. Who wants to do the
Oh my
honors?
god.
I'll take that if no one minds.
Yeah,
Heck
go
yeah.
for it.
Alrighty. Get ready. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, go. And our races are off. And luckily with Total Rando for Freya's here, we don't have that 2-minute long introduction into Sarah's station. Something that I'm going to expect to see a lot from Freya's is, especially coming up to bosses and stuff, maneuvering one of the Samuses into a position where the inputs won't really run into enemies, won't change rooms or whatnot as best they can. And also running into walls there to make sure everyone gets lined up properly. I imagine we'll see that a lot from Zandra as well.
Yeah, getting that first tree pull and not getting hit in the process was tricky, but we made it.
Yeah, I can imagine, considering enemy patterns and everything are not consistent, that there's going to be a lot of finagling to make sure that you don't fall too far out of sync.
Yeah, sometimes falling out of sync is good, sometimes it's super bad. Nice! Oh, that's really good. That's really good.
And with depending on the movement items that Freya's gets, we're going to start seeing a lot of like right now it's already impossible to do the same movements because one has high jump and the other has morph ball.
So to get around that, we're going to be unequipping high jump as soon as we can.
It's going to make this ceiling e-tank a lot easier to get though.
Okay. I guess that's okay. Not gonna see the Dark World sprites so often now. That's fine.
Aw. You'll have to be sure to get hit by I
Yeah,
forget what the thing is called, yeah, to get turned into a bunny for us.
Alright, let's go. I'm just gonna go check out to Lumberjack. Can I do this?
So this is
Glitch was just getting all the bombs. That's fine.
This is the first example of us desynchronizing them by pausing in a door transition.
And you can see Freya's doing that, running into a corner, running into a wall there to get them synced back up. So, for Zandra's side, it's co-op. So, I believe that means that it's the same seed, right? And that whatever items you pick up, no, it can't be. It would have to be 2 different seeds and.
It's 2 different seeds, and the item, like, she found the moon pearl in one, so she has the moon pearl in both, if I'm remembering correctly.
Okay, and it's different for Freya's in Super Metroid because it's multi-world. So when they find like Charge Beam, it could go to either Samus, no matter who found it, but only to one of them. Synchronized wall jumps. That's really impressive.
What? Oh, just to be sure, I'm hearing some weird double stuff in my my headphones. Is audio good for me? Am I like doubling audio, or are we all good?
I will potentially wait until we get answers from our restreamer because I don't have any audio.
Audio seems fine. Oh, I'm glad. All right, good. Then yeah, it's just some weird duplication in my headphones, and I just won't care about it. That's fine.
Freya's doing some careful maneuvering there to get one of the Samuses up onto the top platform with the other one without dropping the other one down there too. And here we're going to have our first mini-boss in Super Metroid, hopefully perfectly synchronized.
perfectly synchronized.
Yep. And Zandra finding the hammer, so that puts her basically just a glove away from dark mode, or dark world. Wow,
Dark mode.
dark mode. I'm gonna start calling it that. That's go mode, but for dark world.
I imagine that Kakariko Village is especially loaded when you're basically getting twice the items.
It's amazing. It's so good. Like I tend to prioritize overworld checks when I'm doing this mode, just because usually there's enough overlap that I'll be set. Sometimes it doesn't happen. When it does, though, oh my gosh, we're in a good place. And like, see, now we're already like good on money for a while. Cat just needs a little bit more help to be able to do Zora, but yeah, we're in a good place.
And you could always set up a synchronized hula hand. So.
Ooh, that's right. I should try that sometime.
And you don't have flippers. There's a real easy setup for it.
There's one setup I know for fake flippers, and I would because of the way I do it, I would actually be able to do it in a one controller, two seeds sort of way.
Never mind. Now you found flippers, so you can't do that hula hand setup.
No, but yeah, I have done double fake flipper. It's tricky, but it's fun. Hold on, I'm gonna blow this kid's mind. Check out this bottle. Whoa!
It's gonna give you his whole allowance for it.
Oh gosh!
Oh, a flute and Kakariko. What?
Okay,
That's a lucky find.
it's very lucky. And the great thing is, if I activate the flute with one screen, the other one gets it too. But since I'm doing the weird thing and playing it both at the same time, then it doesn't matter. But yeah, this Emu co-op means two people could play the same seed in like their own game and share items. And that's the initial reason why this was made. But since I'm playing both at the same time, I have them be different seeds.
Yeah, I do use it that way when I play with my friend. So
Yeah.
definitely get some use that way.
Well, there's your glove.
Yeah. Right. I could theoretically just. Huh?
I think I'm gonna have to focus more on the Super Metroid side so I can actually read the item pickups. I have to
Fair
increase the screen size a bit. With these sprite randomizations, it's going to be a little bit hard to tell about the suits.
Gonna introduce the Property Brothers to the open concept living area.
Also, we have an incentive that needs to be met near the end of this, or by the end of this, right?
Why, yes, we
do.
do. Oh. Had to fumble for the unmute key there for a second. In Super Metroid, there are the animals at the end. We just saw a lot of the wonderful animals in Fusion. And at the end of Super Metroid, we get to see more animals action, or do we? We have a donation incentive to see the animals surprise frequently at the end of Super Metroid randomizers. There will be special surprises hidden inside the animals rooms, and that is a $3,000 donation incentive, which is a lot, but I know that we can do it. Like, this run is so hyped. Like, I have full confidence in that getting met by the end of this run, and see what surprises the animals have in wait for us.
I'm really excited to see what that is too.
Yeah, absolutely.
I legitimately don't know. Like, I have no idea.
I saw that Zandra picked up Bow while you were going through that. Getting some nice finds, really, on the Link to the Past side.
Yeah, very, very generous red rupee for both. That's kind of funny. But yeah, gonna drain the dam here, get these items, and finish up these Sphere Zero checks. Zandra, I don't know if you know the hula hand setup now that you have the glove, but if you want to learn it, it's real easy. I can teach you live on stream.
I'm good, but thank you.
Okay. The fact that one seed doesn't have Zora money is stressing me out.
Oh, it's fine. I'm I have early Dark World access. I'll just go do the bow thing.
Oh, that works.
But
Yeah.
I have full confidence I'll get enough money. But first, I gotta see my favorite desert buddy. What's he got for me? What's it gonna be? Everyone, go see your favorite desert buddy.
So if you're seeing on the Super Metroid side, Freyas is able to do some checks with one of the Samuses, but not the other one. So that's something that Freyas will have to remember in case they have to search for anything special. That those items are unchecked on one seed specifically.
We just got bailed out there.
Thanks, desert buddy.
Now you just get to repeat the process.
Gonna avoid the jazz hands.
We get to visit the Edakuns a second and a third time, it looks like. Or maybe just a second time, we'll see.
Oh, what am I doing?
Yeah, it looks like just a second time. Or not even.
I've become... Oh, I'm sorry.
Freya's throwing me for a loop there, not going down to check that. I guess it's just an ammo item, you don't really need to.
Yeah, it's the major minor split at work.
I'm so used to full randos.
Same.
I'm so
Nice change
used
to be able to play these.
Yeah.
Can you imagine doing Desi rando this way?
That would be interesting.
I'm
For
so
those who
used to
don't-
never having the flute that it's throwing me off that I just have it so early now.
Lots of easy travel all over the light world.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh.
Right?
The world is your oyster, as they say, Zandra.
Yeah.
You have a flute, some Titan mitts, hammer, moon pearl. You can go wherever you want.
Yep, and because of the way Emu Co-op works, the left sprite hasn't updated yet with the new shield. So Zandra's going to have an off-color regular small shield until the game decides to reload her sprite.
All you need now is boots, and you've got all your movement.
That would be great. Gosh, I would sure love. It's been 2 practice seeds that I've done that just could not find boots.
And luckily for you, if you find boots on either side, you're going to have them on both.
Yep.
Let's just hope that it's not like my seed last night where my boots were on pedestal. So
No, hopefully not.
Freya's having a little bit of trouble there from the giant side hopper and that wavegate room. Having to dip into the one of the Samus having to dip into the reserves since they don't have another energy tank.
We mismenued there and didn't manage to kill them, and we're really lucky that we had enough in reserves. If we'd had 20 less in reserves, we'd be dead.
And an unfortunate side effect of having to use reserves on auto in Super Metroid is that if you take a hit that makes you need to use reserves, the animation, your iframes will fade out during the animation where everything else is paused, refilling your energy. So you'll take a second hit as soon as that's over.
Okay. All right. What am I doing? Nope. Okay, one of my favorite things about this mode is that I get to now route my crystals. There's 10 dungeons, all of their rewards are shuffled. So the great thing about doing this is that if I can do Tower of Hera, I get crystals 3 and 7 for essentially having done one dungeon. So I have to like look at how all of the crystals line up and try to route in like as few dungeons as possible.
Do we have time for a quick donation or two?
Absolutely.
All right, so we have a $10 donation from Metroid Master, who is the runner of Metroid Fusion that we just saw, saying, all right, here's that $1 for each Idor during Metroid Fusion. Gotta put 5 of that towards the animal surprise, gotta make Fusion canon, and $5 to help out Glitchwitch get their Sprite in SMZ3.
I think that was a success.
I do believe it was, last I checked. And secondly, we also have a $10 donation from Anonymous with no comment. Thank you very much for that.
So I'm noticing a pattern here that is completely incidental, that is hilarious to me. For the viewers at home, our top seeds, which I presume is the left seed for each of you, has like no health, and then the other seed has just all the health.
Yep. Kat, can I buy some health from you?
It does look like they're lined up that way.
We'll trade rupees for heart containers.
Yeah, actually, absolutely.
We'll trade
Oh, there we
supers for heart containers.
Yeah, Super Metroid doesn't have heart containers.
Yeah, I was like, what's Samus gonna do with a heart container?
She just likes the way it looks.
It's a
I think-
hat.
Wonder if the energy tanks are just filled with the same thing that the heart containers are filled with. It's just a different, like, shaped container.
So in a Super Metroidvania, this would normally be a major decision point. Do you go up or down? And the answer here is just that we go down because going down is way easier.
Also, with one of the Samuses there having so much less health, that would really change the safety of it while you're focusing on the other one.
Yes, we want all the health that we can get before we go to Fantoon.
And has either of your Samuses got a suit yet? I don't think so, but
Nope.
okay. It's hard to tell with the different sprite colors.
Also, neither of the streamers on my seeds have gotten armor either. So we're doing our best.
There's your wish for a suit.
One of two that you'll need at least. You'll need one suit for each of them, I suppose. It doesn't have to be the same suit, but it would be nice if it was, since you're gonna have to do... It would be really awkward to do a suitless Meridia with one and not the other.
Yes, so we are going to have to desync them in Meridia. We are going to have to desync them in Meridia if we don't get 2 gravities. And we're going to have to desync them in Norfair if we don't get 2 Varias, so... We're really hoping that the suits line up, because we want to keep them synced for as long as we can.
Looks like Zandra has a lot of practice at these dark rooms.
It's the easiest
Right.
dark room in the game, but that was still impressive doing 2 at once.
Hmm.
Getting that key is always one that's troubled me. It's not the first room, but the one with the key in it.
Hmm. Hey. Go away. Thank you.
Freyas will be coming up to crate here, and it looks like they might be trying to go for a double crate. No. Oh, the entries were a little off. So this crate fight's going to be very interesting.
Does Kraid get to go to prom?
The Norfair desync is a solid play, but it's not a fun. It's a less fun play, so we're not going to do it.
Crate is almost certainly going to get to go to prom with one side and not the other.
Yep, and left Samus is better off health wise, so we decided to focus on right Samus.
So even more ways that they're not aligned, because for us, right Samus has the most health.
Yeah.
Well, left Samus first has Varia, so
Oh, that's fair point.
ooh,
Well, that's that was another suit.
2 out of 4.
And both seats are on left.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So your left is our left. Okay. You were just accounting for Varia of reducing damage as part of the more health.
Zandra, I was looking at Freyas while they were doing the Kraid fight. How did your health get so low on both screens?
I took damage.
Okay, yeah, no, it tracks.
With the switch, with the room with the switch and the big chest key and vanilla.
Yeah.
Okay.
no,
Yeah.
That's
That was more the question I was asking, but your answer was technically correct.
yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's not do it with 4 hearts. What if we didn't? What if we didn't? Let's do something else.
Poor left Samus. They both found an energy tank, and they both went to the right Samus.
Oh no!
We actually might consider hell runs with this layout, with this loadout.
Yeah, well, the left one is safe with Varia, and then the right one has plenty of energy for hell runs.
All right.
So I imagine when you're trying to plan out your routing in this Zandra, that you're taking into account the items you already have because of, not to mention, 'cause I imagine that you're not going to gamble in this mode on finding items or needed items in a dungeon.
Yeah. No. Sorry. Shoot. Leave me alone. Okay.
'Cause I know in just a more generic sort of rando play that I do with Link to the Past, sometimes you have to go in and like double dip or triple dip a dungeon. But I imagine with the sharing of items, that's going to be reduced.
Yeah. The like. Basically, sometimes there's a badge just really giving me the business. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I will tend to avoid double dipping as much as possible. Basically, I did the Eastern because I was like, oh, I can at least dip into Eastern because I'm there. But I will try to avoid like dips as much as possible and just go overworld first, and then go mode dungeons as much as possible. But Eastern is like sometimes I'll do that. And all right.
That was pretty neat to see the synchronized mock balls on Freyas there, going through the ice skate room. And even staying sync through the power bomb lag.
All the goodies are for left Samus.
All the goodies for left Samus, all the health for right Samus.
Yep. Yep. I mean, like, Cat is getting all the health and Xander's getting all the money. Share, you two. Right. Oh, thank goodness.
Hey!
Hard.
So we're gonna reset right Samus so that
Ooh.
just that right Samus heals.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah, you didn't find anything very useful for right Samus either
I think
anyway.
the right Samus found something for left Samus, which means it'll save even if we reset. Which is abusing multi-world mechanics.
It's fine. It's fine. Also, Xandra and Kat now have the zoomies, so.
Mm. Yeah.
Oh, do you not have any pendant overlap, Xandra?
It's gonna be fun. So, all right.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
So effectively all dungeons.
Not exactly, but yeah, it's gonna be rough a little bit. However, so for sure, Pod gives me. So Pod gives me 3 and 5. And then, if I recall correctly, I had a 2 and 7 on Hera.
I think it was a 3 and 7, but 2 and 3 aren't
okay.
that big a deal.
Yeah, so I know for a fact I'm going to have to do Pod, and I will have to do Ice. And then for the rest, I'll just figure it out. Because doesn't seem to be a good combo for the other ones, but Pod and Ice are locked in, which is good news for everybody. So it also means Thieves Town, not actually really interesting for me. And don't need to go to Skullwoods. Turtle Rock, let's forget about Turtle Rock. But yeah, this is gonna be, yeah, I'll just end up doing Swamp and Ice, and that should be good. But I can at least check out what's at the front of Thieves Town.
So to explain something not only to myself, but potentially to those in chat, you're doing this routing because I'm assuming you only need one of each crystal, regardless of which scene it comes from?
Exactly, it doesn't, yeah, since everything is shared. Okay, the things that are shared are things, not quantities. So we don't share, like, oh no. Ah, I've been bunnied and moused. Oh no, what a terrible situation.
No!
Oh, little Mouse.
So yeah, basically, rupees, bombs, and hearts, like, those aren't shared. Magic, that's not shared. Things like double magic, like a glove, like, those are all shared. And crystals and pendants are shared. So I want to take as few trips as possible to dungeons. So if I can basically make it so I complete one dungeon and get 2 crystals, great. That means fewer dungeons. I don't have to do as many to unlock Ganon. Oh, this was a good idea.
When I was first understanding the differences and in the settings for these 2 different sides of this race here, I was thinking that Freya's had a little bit of an advantage, but now hearing you explain some of that, I see how it's definitely potential to be more even.
Yeah.
However, it's still randomized, so it's anyone's guess.
Yep, this is also why my seeds require more vetting, because I have a lot more wiggle room on the usual time it takes, because it all depends. How much overlap is there? Am I going to have to do all dungeons? Am I going to have to do PED because it was an extremely cursed synchronized PED seed? Stuff like that. Hey, good, more money for Zandra. Thanks. That's perfect. Thanks, Underground Kitchen.
Did we just get sent an E-Tank and didn't heal on right, Samus?
No.
I think so.
No, you still have the same number of E-Tanks you did, so.
The E-Tank went to left Samus.
Yeah, it was left Samus E-Tank.
We thought that each Samus sent an E-Tank to the other Samus.
Well, if
Was
so,
one of them a reserve?
then right Samus's got lost in the mail.
Oh well.
I mean, right Samus can spare it, right? Right, she's got 7. She's got 8 actually, plus a reserve or 2. So she's fine.
Ah, thank goodness.
Finally found another heart there
Yeah.
for Zandra there, for Z.
Alright, so I don't have the mirror yet. The mirror. So I can't... I'm gonna wait a little bit until I save that frog. And hey, cool! It's time for Cat to get some Zora money.
So this whole that rough on Freya's side there, accidentally shooting again and causing the one that doesn't have the Varia suit to close the gate it was just about to go through. So health is a little bit low. Gonna have to run back through there, but at least this time they can just focus on that Samus. But also, like, that Samus doesn't have a Varia suit, you know? Like, so all of these rooms that they've been running through
Right.
are completely fine for left Samus. No problem. No heat damage. But right Samus is getting a little low. Definitely needs to farm up soon.
Just an important update. I've been joined by a cat. Like an actual cat, not like cat.
Is it
I can-
Sully?
Why not both?
Oh, thank goodness.
It is Sully.
Aw, I love her.
Okay, so we don't believe we lost anything important with that death. So we're probably not going to bother to farm up again.
The text boxes happen so fast, I basically have to see the sprite, and sometimes even those go away pretty quick, so I
you know
am
what?
definitely not up to date on what each Samus has, other than what I can see.
You know what's heckin'
Uh-oh.
cool? People turning into trees.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who would like to be trees.
Yeah, well, do I have a book for you?
I would say I'm pretty sure there's a book about that.
Yes.
Shoutouts to EX Death from Final Fantasy V, turning into a tree.
Right, and then turning back. Like, what a...
Absolute legend, if you ask me, honestly.
Yeah.
He also turned into a splinter at one point, which is like the most galactic brain thing in all of existence.
Yeah.
Like the heroes are in their lair, and he's like, "You thought it was just a splinter, but it was me, the big bad evil guy." I'm sorry, that's just still funny to me years later.
Heart.
These wall jumps that Freya's is working on in the Bubble Mountain room are really, really tight timing wall jumps. But just a little reminder, Freya's, that left Samus does have high jump if you turn it back on.
Oh, that's an interesting point. That wafer does not want us to get up. And we're also an emulator, which means that we have a slightly different input delay.
Sometimes you have input delay, and that's okay. Sometimes you die in the overworld, and that's okay.
Oh no!
I can't imagine the setup required to do this on console. Like two
Oh, I can't.
CRTs and then the controller splitter.
If we can get a controller splitter, we have enough setup to do it on console.
I don't even know how this would work. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Console.
Like, don't give me ideas, Stars. I have access to enough things to do this as long as I can get a controller splitter.
Controller splitter would be really tricky because of how controller inputs are read on the SNES.
Yeah.
You wouldn't need to sync the clock pulses. No, you wouldn't need to do that, but it would make it very interesting. At the
The
very
clock
least.
pulses already are desynced during this.
I'm sure it's something I could do with an Arduino, but
Yeah.
So somebody's going to need to remind us later that we did not check Norfair Reserve with that Samus.
Right, Samus? Right?
Right,
The one
Samus.
that, yeah, the one that has no health right now.
That one.
Health schmelf. I'm gonna. Okay, this fella shows me a bottle. He found something, but he'll only give me what's inside. I guess that's fine. More of what I already have.
he was asking you to give him some water. He was thirsty.
Oh, fair enough. And in exchange, he gives me some money and a song.
Yeah.
See,
He's just,
I thought he was asking Cat to play a song.
He's
Oh.
he's just a bard under a bridge.
Yep.
Getting synchronized Crocomire fights. This is going to be interesting.
So we boop the spikes on the left to synchronize them. We actually have to be careful about left Samus, because right Samus has all the ammo. Our right Samus is charged, so we got to make sure that we don't run out of supers in the other one. So we're going to be focusing on that one.
We've almost. If the RNG had cooperated, they would have been lined up.
Zandra's finally getting healthy.
Yeah. Cat's finally getting wealthy, but only to, immediately spend it. No, okay, we're good.
So, Zandra, assuming that you do find armor, I mean, not unless you have already, is there a certain minimum health that you like to be at to be comfortable?
As much as possible. There's a reason why one of my emotes is Zandra face tank. I just like to just take as much damage as possible and not have to worry about it. So as much armor, as much health, just gimme.
Okay.
It's starting to get comfortable, thankfully.
Freya's just got bailed out real hard there with that left Samus finding an E-tank for right Samus.
Double bailed out because we found space jump as well.
Yeah. That they were only able to get that Samus over to that item spot by luck of the reserve being a little bit full. I was holding my breath there.
You wish that we could say that it was planned, but it was not at all.
See, that's where you're supposed to just pretend that it was.
3 and 7, yeah.
I know Freya's too well to know that wasn't planned.
The chat doesn't have to know.
Freya's doesn't need any embellishing about how good they are at this game. They are already amazing.
Push buttons, things happen.
For reference to that, Freya's and I met because we started running this game around the same time. And Freya's now runs, a 4720 something, right? And
630?
wow, a 4630 for any percent. Whereas my any percent is a 58 something. That's just how much better Freya's is.
My mice, please be careful. I'm gonna tear down this wall. Please move. Please move. Thank you.
Ooh.
Okay, both gravity suits found.
Ooh.
That opens up Meridia for both of you, both Samuses, without any issue.
And Anna Samaria on Z side. So.
That'll make ice a lot easier, or a lot less of a headache when you go in there.
I also I still don't have the mirror, which is not ideal, but I do have a weapon and I'm in a good enough spot to go do escape. So I'm just gonna do escape right now instead of waiting until I have the mirror, because you know, it's a lower sphere area. I don't want to like be missing important stuff there because I put it off for too long.
Yeah, it's a good call.
Now I can zoom.
So right here, we're going to intentionally desync them a bit, and just to do that check that we had to skip earlier.
Space jump will allow you to get up there very easy.
And gravity suit will allow us to just run through the lava very easily.
You'll still take some damage, thanks to the way the randomizer handles the suits, but
Oh, that one has high jump too.
that's useful.
We don't know when that happened, but we'll take it.
So in vanilla Super Metroid, if you get the gravity suit, for all but one or two purposes, it does all the same damage reduction as if you had both suits. But in the randomizer, to make both suits valuable, instead of just gravity being the only suit worth anything, they separated the environmental damage, such as the lava and the spikes. They separated that damage protection out, and then the enemy damage protection is half. So one suit is the same enemy damage protection, no matter what. But in vanilla, it would be, gravity would give you all of that, all in one go. But that also makes it so that there's a lot of plays that can be done with Varia only and not gravity with lower Norfair. But you have to have Varia. You have to have heat protection to do lower Norfair without having a whole heckin' lot of ammo to crystal flash every couple rooms.
Remember to give Grandpa a kiss for good luck.
But old Grandpa, always there when you need him.
Yep. Zandra, please, don't. Ah. All good. Everything's fine. Everything's perfect.
So this itemization is good enough that we can actually go to Meridia before we go to the wreck ship.
Yeah. Don't want to do this again.
Yeah, I would have made that call too, to go to Meridia before a wreck ship, since it's more on your way. But I guess you in Meridia you might find everything you need for go mode.
That would be nice. We think the only thing we're missing for go mode is the other Varia suit.
Do they both have charge?
Oh, you're right, ammo. We could actually be struggling quite a bit for ammo go mode here.
Your left Samus has charge, if I'm not mistaken, right?
No, it's right Samus, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, right Samus is the closest to ammo mode also.
Ammoed.
10 out of 10 contribution.
Nice. Okay, that's really good.
So we definitely want all ammo to be going to left Samus.
All right.
This takes a lot more brain power than I was expecting to watch 4 screens that are just 2 players. I'm definitely not up to date on what either Samus has or what Cat or Z have separate from me. Well, yeah, I keep thinking that y'all have different items up there on Cat and Z, but you don't. You get the same items, so I don't have to worry about that. I gotta remember that I don't have to worry about that.
Yep. For a brief moment, I figured I would look at what's. Oh right, no, I do have the mirror. I just got it. Fine. Yeah, I'll go. This is actually a good call. Okay. Excuse me, Dead Rocks. Please let me lift this giant rock. You dirty little.
Freya's, go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna get that as the appropriate reaction to Dead Rocks.
Yeah.
Freya's, have you found a speed booster on either of them? I don't think you have.
On left side, yes.
Okay. I know you would have disabled it, so I wouldn't be able to see that you had it. Oh, we're getting to see a mama turtle check.
Ooh,
Well,
that is amazing.
Well, now you have a speed booster for everyone.
That is really, really, really good timing. Because that'll make this next room really much easier.
So I believe you did find ice at one point earlier for, yeah, I see it over there. Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna have to definitely do a double crab supers check because we need all the ammo that we can get at this point.
All right. So. Great. Got it. All right. 5 dungeon seed.
And they both go to right Samus.
Sad face.
So, don't need to go to Misery Mire. That's really good news. And it means medallions don't matter. I would like to have bombos, but medallions don't matter. I do need the lamp though. That is something I would need because I can't really do a lot. Don't really need ice. All right.
So right here, we're hoping to abuse how multi-world works. We're checking an item, which normally requires you to do a long loop around. But if we can maybe abuse multi-world mechanics.
All right.
Gosh, trying to do synchronized jumping through sand physics is not a fun idea.
Oh no.
No, not the best idea we've had.
Was that a wave beam I saw on
That
left
is a wave
Samus?
beam. We're definitely grabbing that.
Oh, thank goodness.
Luckily in the sand pit, you don't take damage from sinking down. What did I miss on your side, Sandra, that you were witnessing?
Tempered sword.
Oh, nice.
I'm now in a way better spot. So, basically, I'm going to be doing Ice Palace, Pod, Desert, Swamp, and Eastern. So I don't really need to be here at all. I will just be grabbing a couple of things because I would like to have silver arrows, Ganon's weakness. That would be really good for me. I don't need them, but good golly, that would just make my life way more simple. So I'm still gonna like do some like very quick checks that I can do along the way. But aside from that, I'm just gonna be zooming. I forget if there's any dark rooms that could cause me trouble in the dungeons. Oh, right, Palace of Darkness. That would probably be good to have lamp. I would hate to do Dark Palace of Darkness, but I'll do it. It would be great if I didn't have to.
That does sound like it would be quite difficult.
Yeah, I'll probably route that in at the end. But since we're here, might as well just check out what's here. I can at least do Desert without too much trouble. And check out...
Freyas is about to enter another mini-boss fight here with... or rather, the first actual mini-boss fight for Batwoon. Since neither of them had bombs earlier on the BT check, there was no mini-boss fight.
Nope. No, we're good. All right.
Batwoon is known for having a terrible hitbox because of each body segment that it has its own hitbox. And so every time it spins around or loops around, it maneuvers hitboxes into its path. So without a piercing item like Charged Plasma, those little body segments will get in the way of you landing shots frequently.
Just realized I forgot to check Spectacle. I should do that while I'm here.
Good thing you remembered before dashing away.
Nope, but there's a hint. Basically, at this point, my go mode item is the lamp. Okay, well, thanks.
So a quick recap for anyone who came in since after we gave the big introduction at the start. Freyas is playing both Super Metroid seeds. They're both separate seeds. They're playing it with multi-world, meaning that whenever they find an item, it will go to one of the Simses, either way. And so Freyas gets a very different loadout on each one until as time goes on and more checks are made. And they're doing this all with one single controller. And Zandra is doing the same thing with Link to the Past. You know, one controller, two different seeds. A difference here, though, is that Zandra is using a co-op. So when she finds boots in one seed, she has boots in both seeds. And Freyas and Zandra work together to figure out settings for this sort of thing that would get them a similar estimate of time.
Well,
It'd be fun if this works.
It is, however, rando, and since there's two completely different games, it's completely possible for one of them to get a fast seed and the other to not get fast seeds. But so far, it doesn't look to be the case, even though Xander got a lot of really good items right out of the gate in Kakariko Village.
Yep, I'm still looking for stuff like, it would be great to have silvers, and specifically, I'm really hoping I get the lamp, just because it's gonna like make a big difference in one of the later areas that I need to go to. But I don't know, maybe I will come across it while I'm doing this, which is why I'm kind of still full clearing dungeons a little bit. I'm not that confident in doing double pod dark rooms. So
Freya's just about to get their second Dragon down, and that will be half of the bosses. That will be Kraid and Dragon for both seeds down. And still looking for Varia for the right Samus, which I believe for chat is the lower the Samus on the lower side of the screen. And that Varia is needed to safely do Lower Norfair.
So it looks like we might get to show off one of our favorite pieces of routing in randos.
Ooh.
Which is after doing this, diving directly to the wreck ship, and looping back around to Plasma through the Rotten Highway. We don't see anybody else go for that, but it's something that we really, really, really like. We're not expecting to show it off here.
It's a lot of rooms to go through, especially if you're just going to be checking Plasma. Honestly, if you want to check Plasma, I'd check it while you're still here in Meridia.
It loops around to in a normal rando, it'd loop around to also give us a check of Sandpit, and then it makes check till the last check, which is really nice.
Yeah. I guess it also makes it gives you more of a reason to do the wreck ship tank location.
I presume that Zandra's excited exclamation was the lamp.
We got the lamp, baby.
Is that go mode for you? Minus silvers would be nice.
Yeah. Go mode minus silvers. I can make do without silvers. I would prefer to get them, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to try to get them.
How many crystals are you short?
All of them. I have none.
Oh. Wow. I know I've seen you in some dungeons, so I thought you had gotten a crystal by now.
No, that's the thing with playing this, especially since I tend to be overworld heavy first, because it's tricky to get the requirements for some dungeons, and also I do need a little bit extra help, because controlling two screens means I will get killed very easily. So right now I'm also I'm still on beginning armor. It would be really good if I was not, but that
would be nice.
Yeah, it would really, really, really nice. However, I do have a lot of health, which is being it's compensating somewhat. But yeah, we're now looking at 5 go mode dungeons, and it would be great if I got armor when that happens.
I'm sitting here going, man, for Zandra's sake, I hope that she finds silvers, but also seeing 2 seeds, 1 controller, silverless Ganon sounds fun too.
Oh gosh. I'm sure that would be a case of sticking one of them somewhere and focusing on the other.
Yeah. I will sometimes just I have some desync strats.
Mm-hmm. We've seen Freya's do that.
Yep.
I have been paying a little bit more attention to the Super Metroid side of things, but
yeah.
So I don't know if I've seen you do that or not, or rather if we have.
Not willingly. Also, fun thing about this thing I'm doing. Okay, how to say this? Link to the Past does not know how to deal with you entering a boss room and already having the item the boss is supposed to give you. It is not at all prepared for this eventuality. So what happens when you do this is I'm gonna go load up on potions, and since I have enough money now on both sides, and at the same time I'm gonna check Catfish because it's right by it. But basically, if I make the mistake of like, because for example, let's say, okay, right now, oh, okay, it's not actually like lining up, but say I had gotten the red pendant somewhere. Now Swamp would have the 4th crystal and nothing, but I didn't do Swamp yet. So if I went into Swamp at this time and just decided to like, let's see, can I just do? I guess I can just. No, right, potions first. Let's say I went into like Swamp, if that was the case, and then I just like entered the boss room. Then what happens is, well, okay, what happens is Cat is dead. That's a bad situation. So what happens in that situation is, I enter the boss room, the door locks behind me, and then for one character, the boss spawns and we fight. For the other character, nothing happens. The game is in this weird state of, wait, okay, it's time to load the boss. Wait, no, you just got the item. And then nothing happens. You soft lock. You can't pause, you can't leave, you can't hurt yourself. There's nothing you can do but reset the game at that point. And this is something I really need to avoid doing.
Yeah, it sounds like that's a hard spot to get out of. Like, if especially if that boss has something you need.
Yeah.
Like a crystal.
Yeah, no, exactly. That means that there are situations where a boss is now locked away from you. Like, it is possible. Like, if that boss had an item that I needed, I can't get it now. I have to rely on the other seed to go get that item.
Freya's is in the Phantoon, which is their 3rd boss out of 4, on both screens. And Phantoon's patterns are RNG, not set. So I imagine that Freya's is going to be focusing mostly on one or the other, and not trying to do both at the same time here. But both of them have suits and health to make this a non-issue.
One day I'll get armor. In the meantime, I have all this health.
And left side, Freya's left side Nemesis almost got the ammo needed to be in go mode without charge.
This is one of the only times where we will ever intentionally enrage Phantoon.
Sometimes you make a ghost angry, and that's okay.
What about a Nintendo Power percent? So for folks who don't know, the joke there is that Nintendo Power, the magazine that they put out in the 90s, it had a suggestive strat for Phantoon of using 5 supers, and every time you shoot a super at Phantoon, Phantoon enrages and does that thing at the top of the screen where it sets in the middle and does a spiraling flames pattern. And it costs a lot of time, like 20 seconds or more every time you do that. So in a speedrun sense, you definitely don't want to do it. But here, doing that forced a bit of desync and time to focus on one of the other Samuses.
Did you know the Tower of Hera big key is in Tower of Hera?
That should just be a green hint.
Are do the hints know what the other seed has?
Absolutely not. Like, these 2 seeds are not meant to coexist.
Just double checking there, because that would be, I mean, you're gonna take them both in at the same time anyway, I imagine.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I'm not good enough yet to like, oh, there we go. That's good. Like, do desynced dungeons at the same time. That would be a fun thing to task, though. The reason I do these things is because at some point years ago, I saw a video of someone playing Mega Man X and Mega Man X2 with the same controller and beating them at the same time, and I was like, "Whoa! I want to do that." So I like. That's the so funny story. I then like started like trying this out on my own, and like even when I worked at a game studio, we like worked on this concept of like, hey, what if you like controlled multiple like characters on multiple screens at once? And only later did I learn that, oh no, that was a task. That wasn't the person doing that. And we're like, oh, okay, well, like I guess I still want to do this though. So like that's when like when Andy told me about like Zelda co-op, I said, can I just play both by myself with the same controller? And then this whole thing happened.
I think one of the most famous sets of two games, one controller, would be NES Punch Out and SNES Punch Out.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
That was incredible. One day I would love to do like, but it would just take a lot of like knowledge, a lot of like training. Oh, that's so good. Thank you, Swamp. Thank you, my favorite palace, my favorite dungeon, Swamp Palace. I would love to do Aladdin and Aladdin.
That'd be good.
Like the SNES version and the Genesis version, same controller, same time. That seems like a fun thing, but it's a time investment I'm not ready for at the moment.
Whereas that one Samus came awfully close to that crumble block. I was a little afraid for you for a moment.
Did it really?
Yes.
It totally happened to us in practice.
Yeah, it was just hovering over the edge of the corner there.
Sometimes you crumble, and that's okay.
Well, this would have meant that Freyas would have to go back through almost a dozen rooms or so.
Oh no!
To get them back into the same room.
Yeah, that's less okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, no, fair enough.
Yeah.
Doing the Spark to Sky missiles definitely makes us think of our first Hundo item run, where Stars taught us that mid-run.
I forgot about that.
Thank you. See, I could have just go moded this dungeon, but no one. Listen, I'm not gonna go mode my favorite dungeon. And look what it got me. Now I'm in a way better place.
I was thinking here the entire time that I bet your armor was going to be in the left side, but I'm glad you found one there.
Yep, me too. For all I know, there could be another one there. I think once in my entire life, I have not gotten hit by that water tektite in this room. I just accept it now. Anyway, let's wake sleepyhead Argus. Come on, buddy. Gonna gently like take the cover away. You have to wake up, honey. We're fighting.
And now with Argus, the movements are very, the patterns are very specific, and so it's going to be fairly easy to do them the same way at the same time, as long as you don't accidentally get off sync because of hook shots there, grabbing things sooner rather than later.
That's the tricky. That's the tricky part.
Oh yeah. Now one side has Argus in the ground, and the other doesn't.
This is fine. This is fine.
Looks like you got them synced back up again. And really close to it. Nice job.
Oh, nice sync kill.
I love you too, Argus.
So in a
mode.
yeah, I was just about to talk about your ammo there, and how I would consider that go mode, unless you want a little bit of safety.
And we found Varia.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Yeah, left side still doesn't have charge, right? Or
No,
yeah,
left side does still not have charge.
yeah, you've got a nice chunk of red missiles there to make up for any of the supers you're missing.
Bird, can you please leave me? Thank you.
So, Freya's, with the different beam combinations that each one has, does that contribute to a little bit of lag causing desync sometimes?
Probably not enough to make any difference, because they desync so much on their own without the extra help. So, going to Lower Norfair, we cannot keep them synced with Lower Norfair. We've tried. There's just too much environmental damage to keep them synced.
And every time you lay a power bomb, the lag is going to vary too between them.
Yeah, Ice Palace is definitely one of those cases where like I will willingly desync, just because otherwise it's too rude.
Well, luckily with for yours, Zandra, you don't have to do all of the checks now. You've got what you need. You're ready.
Yep, pretty much. I just need to like go. Thank you. That's great. I am not confident enough to do Icebreaker, but I can do the bomb jump. So that's probably how it's gonna go. Excuse me, Deadly Penguin?
Freya's is heading down to Lower Norfair now, having Varia for both, and Gravity for both is going to make entry into Lower Norfair pretty easy. Both of them are in go mode. Both of them have everything they need to be able to beat the game. Plenty of health, plenty of ammo. The left side does not have charge beam, so they'll have to be a little bit more mindful with their ammo there on that side, going through Turian especially. But Freya's is also in go mode.
Ooh.
So it's nice that knowing the games the way I do, though. Gosh, Ganon's tower is definitely longer than Turian. So, and not that either of you are there in the home stretch yet, but. Well, if you don't have to do any item checks, how fast is Ganon's tower?
It all depends on where the
Oh yeah, you still have to find the big key inside Ganon's tower.
Yeah, that's the tricky thing.
Mm.
Right. Yeah, finding the good thing is the guessing game is twice as fun because
Do you mind if I take a second here?
Go for it.
I just wanted to point out that Freya's did a synchronized gravity jump to get both characters through the lava dive room. That was really impressive to see because the timing on that is so tricky.
Yeah,
Sorry, I missed it.
No joke.
Anytime you can pull off a trick like that synchronized, you have to go for it.
Yeah, I saw you do synchronized Alcatraz earlier, which was pretty impressive.
That's what I love about this run. It's a good opportunity to show off. Hey, no. No. Okay. Well.
Ploff, if you're here still, what is the progress on that bid war?
I am absolutely
Not bid war,
still here.
incentive. Sorry.
We are at 236 out of 3,000. So I'd say, definitely some ways to go, but absolutely possible within the span of the remainder of this. I have seen this community pull off some insane feats of generosity. Absolutely crazy.
So that donation incentive is for Freya's specifically here to visit the animals, and it's unclear to pretty much everyone what to expect there. It's going to be a surprise if Freya goes. I'm not sure. We've seen some different things in the past, but I have a feeling it's something a little different.
No, it's just one of the standard options. It could be an extra boss fight. It could be some metal pirates. Fight. It could be a second escape.
I thought that was even supposed to be a surprise. Like
Boss fight.
Oh. Okay.
See, now that that's been a little bit spoiled. See, I was thinking that it could be the rando having a different room, or that it would be pet the animals that you did at Elderwoods.
We would have preferred to have pet the animals, but we weren't able to generate a seed without the animal surprise.
We do have a quick donation here if we have time.
Go for it.
All right. We have a $50 donation from Noria. I'm sorry, I definitely pronounced that wrong. Thank you very much for your donation. No comment, but that was put towards the animal surprise incentive. I would personally really love to see that happen, if for no other reason, just to make Freya's potentially have to fight more bosses twice at once, just because that would be crazy to see.
Yeah, and each seed would have a different surprise. They wouldn't get the same room, so that would
be so cool.
Let's have a Ridley and a crate fight at the same time, maybe.
Yeah. So go ahead and use the oh, there it is in the chat. The donation link to get those donations in for that incentive, everyone.
Oh, baby. Okay.
Zandra just cleaning out Ice Palace, Cloudstare. That's his name, right? Cloudstare? On both sides. And Freya's just farming up to get ready for Ridley on the upper side of Samus here.
Also, Cold Stare gave us the silvers.
Oh, wonderful.
Ooh.
That was really good.
And that's 3 crystals you have now?
Let's see. That is 4 crystals. I'm missing 3.
Ooh, nice.
So what is left for me is Eastern and Pod, because Pod has 3 and 5, Eastern has 7, and the green pendant. So...
And if I remember right, you've already got the big key in Eastern.
Yep. Yeah, Eastern's going to be a go mode thing. So I'm just going to do what I should have done and do Pod first. Because I found the lamp, then I'm going to be able to do that dungeon. That's great. And since I just have silvers now, let's go. I don't need to stop anymore. It would be great if I could get, like, half magic, but I'm not going to worry about it.
That was a swift Ridley fight for Freya's there. Ridley takes... Ridley... Well, only one Ridley. Still got another to go. Ridley takes double damage from supers.
Really?
And supers fire a lot faster than charge shots, though a charge shot is about 1.5 times that damage if you have the full beam combo. However, that Samus does not have charge beam.
Can I share my favorite Ridley headcanon?
Let's hear it. I'd love to hear it.
So, since Ridley always comes back in every game, even though you obliterate him, I always figure, like, oh, what if Ridley isn't the name of the person? It's the name of the species or the planet. And every time the space pirates go back and visit, hey, do you have another like reckless warrior? We just lost the last one to Samus again. Yeah, okay, thank you.
Reckless Pogo Warrior.
Yes.
Reckless Pogo Space Pelican, please.
Let's just do an Eastern real quick. No, not an Eastern. Well, pod, but you know.
So Freya's is purposely desynced here and has right Samus and a mostly safe area where they're unlikely to encounter things, or if they die, like what happened a few moments ago, it's no loss because there's a save right next to where they are, and are focused entirely on left Samus, which I guess for Chad is upper Samus, because lower Norfair is really hard to do synchronized. But upper Samus is about to leave lower Norfair.
You know, I hear Upper Samus is lovely this time of year.
I would say, I would argue that a Samus at any time of the year is...
You know, that's fair.
Do we have time for another quick donation?
I guess that's a yes.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No worries. We have a $45 donation from Garby. Thank you very much, Garby, saying Animal Surprise sounds fun, with a little cat face. I agree. I think the Animal Surprise would be really, really fun.
Yes.
What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get?
I'm personally banking on a simultaneous Ridley Fantoon fight, just for maximum suffering.
Oh, yeah, the good old Riploon. Oh, that was great. That's perfect. That's exactly what I needed. Sometimes both seeds line up in fantastic ways.
Frey is now doing the lower Norfair section yet again, but for the lower Samus this time.
And we still do want to get a bit more ammo because we're going to be co-jacking some of it as we synchronize them during the brain fights.
Well, left Samus has the exact right amount of supers that it takes for Mother Brain 2, but in addition to that, they also have 44 extra missiles than what would be exact that you need. Of course, for every super that you Kojak or go into Mother Brain without, that's 3 of those. So ideally, obviously, you'd like to find a few more supers.
What does Kojak mean?
Kojak is it's named after a speedrunner who became really well known for shooting his very last super missile towards a door but missing. Like shooting it just before it became on screen, or shooting it just a little bit too high to not hit the door, and it being a super missile required door, or just generally not hitting the target with a super missile when it was really important to. That's my understanding of it. His speedruns and such in the community was before I joined it.
Oh, this is interesting. I hadn't thought about this. Going for the bomb Helma because of his movement being desynced makes the hammer threat harder.
Alright, just pipe down, buddy. Yeah, I often like to use bombs for this fight specifically for this reason. Oh. Ooh, double compass. Nice.
Hey, I found this item for you. Hey, I found this item for you.
It's like Gift of the Magi, but not as sad.
I was just thinking of the meme of two lesbians both buying rings.
Where I come from, it's more like two lesbians building each other a desk, but same idea.
Okay, good. Yep. So, yep, 7 crystal left, and it's here, and it's Go Mode Eastern.
So Freya's taking out their last Ridley right now, and this will be all of their bosses done for both seeds. They have, yeah, they have everything they need to make this an easy fight.
Yeah, this is actually gonna be pretty close.
Got another quick donation.
Oops.
Go for it.
We have $50 from Ned. Thank you very much, Ned, saying, now this is the cyberpunk I was promised. Amazing play. I could not agree more. And that does bring us just that little bit closer to seeing the animal surprise at the end of this run. Get those donations in. I know we can do it.
There's still a little bit of time, but time is running out, and it won't be very long before we have to call that.
I mean, I did used to write for Shadowrun, so I guess this sort of cyberpunk-y. It's not too far removed.
And I have another donation from Silent Snake for $20. Thank you very much, Silent Snake. Go Zandra and Freya's game with pride.
Aw, thank
Absolutely.
you!
Aw.
Thanks, Snake! No.
Oh no, the button.
Oh no! Oh no, the button! Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
This has all gone horribly wrong.
Everything's gone wrong! Alright, let's just do this now.
We just need some Benny Hill music playing.
Yeah. The Benny Hill, the vaudeville moment is if I have to do Skullwoods. The pit room is where all of my runs like just go incredibly south.
It looks like locally your seeds have lined up those so that you don't have to do.
Yes, I'm very grateful I do not have to go to Skullwoods. It is probably one of my least favorite dungeons. After Ice.
Like Ice is my least favorite. Skullwoods in a normal setting is probably one of my favorites, but in this, yeah, no, I would be all with you there.
I don't like Ice, but I despise Skullwoods. Swamp, though, my favorite dungeon. I love that place.
Oh, Swamp is the best dungeon.
Yeah.
I understand why folks dislike Ice Palace, but as a non-speedrunner of Zelda 3, I don't mind it so much.
Yeah. Oh, there's Bombos.
We're gonna throw all our love down for Turtle Rock.
Oh my god, you got Bombos. Oh, that's so
Bombos,
good.
that would have been really useful to have for Cold Stare.
Hey Zandra.
Yeah.
If you're doing a 5-person multi-world and the last person gets their Bombos, do you know what that is?
What is it?
This is Bombos number 5.
I totally didn't see that coming, and it killed me.
That's wonderful.
I love you too, Sasrala. Alright, let's go. Yep.
You know, chat, if you have some wonderful puns to match is always there. I'd love to hear them through your donations for the animal surprise.
I mean, the other option is that if it's not a 5-person multi-world, then every single one of them is just a Bombos Medalliano.
Mm. Excuse me. I have places to be. Are you kidding me? You little jerk.
Oof.
I'm in a race. Get out of here.
Both of our runners are actually closing in towards their last dungeon / last area very quickly here. And I'm really excited to see just how close this ends up being, because I don't know right now. I guess it all depends on where that big key is. However, Zandra does have double chances to get that key for every item check.
That's the thing, though. Yeah, if people want to play the big key guessing game, then there's like the 22 locations where it could be, but the higher the number is, the least likely it's going to be that number, because I get 2 chances per number in increasing, order to get it.
Normally, I would pick 17 because I just like that number, but I wouldn't want to be mean. I wouldn't want it to be that. So I'm going to guess 3.
Nice. I always guess 5, and my girlfriend Amber always guesses 7.
We'll throw 1 in for 1.
I'll toss in a guess on 6, just out of pure narcissism.
Nice.
As context, my name is Sixfold.
So let's go with 17.
High five, Turtle Rock.
Oh,
17 being if you route correctly, it makes it vanilla.
Ooh.
some folks in chat getting guesses in too. We got a range of numbers too. Some folks are going high, some folks are going low.
Yay, doing the crystal dance with Cat.
There's at least one person in chat who understands why I'm rooting for the vanilla. So.
We have a $50 donation from Maeve. I'm sure I pronounced that wrong, and I'm sorry. Thank you very much for your $50, saying, "This race is wild. Let's push for that animal surprise."
So, with Freya's getting into Turian, we will need to cut off that donation incentive around the time that Mother Brain 3 is finished, so that Freya's has enough time to be able to know to go and do that. But both racers are in their home stretch here. Zandra's got a little bit of an RNG against her with needing to find the big key here.
So it's not 1 and 2.
Coming up, Freya's just getting through these rooms and getting a little bit closer to Mother Brain here. So y'all need to hurry up if you want to get the animal surprise. We got a little bit of way to go, so don't be shy.
We do have a pun donation.
Oh yes, thank you.
We have a $10 donation from Clariac. I'm at least reasonably confident I got that right. Claire, who says, "Why shouldn't you click on a file of someone catching the Hylian loach? It's a phishing link."
Thank you, Claire. That was a good one.
That was really good. Apparently it was 3, is what you said, Sandra?
It was a tile room.
Hey! Yay!
I can't believe it was in tile
always
room.
do tile room first. Yeah.
So that was a commentator bless, right? Because I guessed 3.
Nice. Heck yeah.
I would say it was a commentator's curse because it was in tile room, but the fact that Xander does it early means it was a bless.
Yep. I do it early just in case it's there. I'm not gonna win on like skill or execution, so I try to win on like off chances.
Well, that off chance paid off, clearly.
Oh. All right. Okay, please stop shooting me with lasers.
Will you be, Freyas, will you be desyncing your Mother Brain fights?
Nope, we're gonna try to keep them synced.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wonderful.
That's incredible. Best of luck, because I desync Ganon because there's a giant pit on the outside, and that is like, I have never successfully done a sync Ganon because there's just such a high chance of you like falling and having to redo the entire fight.
Does Ganon have set patterns? Like if you went in on both together, would Ganon teleport at the same time in the same places?
If we were playing the same seed, yes.
But not.
These are different.
Yeah.
Ganon will go different places, which makes it even a little bit more awkward. Another reason why we don't do that.
Yeah, most of this Mother Brain room, I believe, will be in set patterns. Right side, or rather, lower side Samus has Charge Beam, but I imagine that Freyas is just going to use ammo until ammo is out for right side.
So you're going for stand-up glitch, right, Freyas?
Wow, that would be really impressive to pull off, considering that they have different amounts of health.
I might even go so far as to say it would be nearly impossible in this setup, because Mother Brain 2 is likely to finish at different times because of the different damage setups. So like the timings for not being on the ground aren't necessarily going to line up and stuff.
Yeah.
It would be a great way to do some soft locked percent though, and the run with the soft lock.
Yeah, absolutely.
Freyas dipping into the acid.
And the run with the soft lock, it's fine.
Freyas was dipping into the acid there to get the Nemesis more synced up so that they were both aiming at the same part. See, right side has already wasted quite a bit of ammo compared to left side.
Yeah, so we're gonna be focusing entirely on left side here because right side is charged, left side is not.
Yeah, and your onion rings and hamburgers are all out of sync. So, what that a lot of for those who don't know, the Super Metroid community has mostly nicknamed all of Mother Brain's attack patterns after fast food. The little bombs that bounce onto the floor and then explode are kind of like sideways hamburgers, and the onion rings are the white circle attacks that pulse outward. And then here in a moment, here it comes. We're going to get to see the ketchup beam.
Making me hungry.
Yeah, and then also, I'm not sure if we saw it, but Mother Brain also has another attack called that we call French fries, because it's a yellow zigzaggy line.
So this is ending
see
up
the
on
little
needs to
mouse
be
again.
synced.
So we're going to need to know the how the incentive is done here in just a moment. You're familiar with the game, Ploth. You run it. I'm sure you'll know when to call it.
I'm allegedly. I've played this game a few times, I could say.
Really, buddy?
This is definitely coming out a lot closer than I thought it would be initially.
This is by far the best time we've ever gotten, and
Nice.
based on what Zandra has said, it might be the best time that Zandra has ever gotten.
Yeah, this is definitely like going really well for me.
Yeah, we're about an hour and 40 in, it looks like. So
Yep.
Yeah, I think once I've gotten like under 2. No, grab that. Grab. Fairy.
Oh no.
Missed the fairy.
Aw. Fairies are friends.
Very friend. Very
Sweet,
important.
merciful fairy.
I've forgotten the layout of GT for some reason. Do you still have the hidden fairy room that you can use a bit?
I've already used it.
I can remember where it was.
Yep. All right, so I'm gonna.
I really hope.
this room
I really hope that y'all come through for us, chat, on the animal surprise, because I want to see 2 simultaneous boss fights with the rainbow beam, and it will be different bosses most likely.
All right, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut off the donations there, or cut off the incentive there, since we are now in the escape. And I must say, unfortunately, we will not be seeing the animal surprise today. It was a valiant effort. Chat, thank you so much for all of your donations. We appreciate them all so deeply, but unfortunately, not going to be seeing that today.
Thank you everyone who did donate during this run, or for the incentive, or just donated in general. You know, it's the Sheriff Project's a really great cause.
As a bit of a as a bit of a consolation, we do have another pun donation.
Please, let's hear it.
We have a $20 donation from Cerise. Thank you very much, Cerise. What do you call a duel between Hylian gunslingers? A plink to the last.
It's a good one. Thank you.
That was really good.
Chat's really came in with some good puns for me.
All right, gonna go. No, all right. Gonna go say hi to my favorite mother-daughter team of the Spike Balls.
Oh, I'm sure that wasn't planned on your side to get the spikes, the moving spikes lined up and synced up, but it just worked out, and that's really nice.
Yeah, it did. That's great. Go, and then we get the magic refill here. Ow. All right.
Freyas was having a little bit of issues with the sync here between the 2 Samuses. Now, it may seem like it should be easy, but with this room bouncing and jumping around during the escape sequence like this, it makes it very difficult to, especially to do wall jumps, not just, you know, every other kind of jump.
If you contain,
And that's time on Freya's side.
you're valid. GG Freya, dang.
GG's.
That was a really gentle seed. We managed to get synchronized. We managed to get the early Meridia access and a bunch of movement items. We got really lucky.
You never had to backtrack, and you never had to, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh well. Unfortunately, we did not get to visit the animals and see what happened, but chat still tried. They still gave us a few good puns in the process, and I'm really happy for those puns.
Maybe not. Just a moment. Okay.
We're super happy that despite us getting such lucky seeds, Zandra got a nice seed too, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be close.
Yeah, randoed in a very generous direction today.
So
Yes,
my
Andrew's
favorite thing to do is when I'm playing like this with left and right. If I do this, then it's one big room. It doesn't come across when you're like
That,
up and down. But I
Unfortunate-
love doing this.
unfortunately for chat, it is upper and lower screens and not left and right.
But we can imagine that Cat was on one end and Z was on the other, and they were just like shouting across the room compliments at each other.
That sounds like a thing that they would do.
You have to do geometry on 2 different screens at once. This sounds
Yep.
annoying.
It's tricky. Sometimes they line up real well. Sometimes they don't. All right, congrats, Cat. Ace geometry.
Elia was the one that's supposed to be good at math.
You know, considering that she ran number munchers earlier in the marathon,
Oh, yeah.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Wow, what is happening? There we go. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, just 17 hits on. There we go. Nagging him. Right. So, all right. Let's get this started.
So
Oh, I love burritos.
what is kind of fun is for the viewers, it looked like the credits were almost scrolling into each other. There for a moment on
Nice.
Freya's side.
Nice.
There we go. Okay. Now, the trickiest part of the run. Really
Of
interesting.
course.
Dear Force.
Dear Force.
Oh, I accidentally used bombos for cat there. Whoops. That's fine. That's fine. It's just a little bombos. It's fine.
Little Abombos is a treat.
Just a little. So yeah, now the trick is I have to keep these screens desynced for the whole fight. If I sync them at any one point, I lose them both. Or I have at least a very, very high chance of losing both of them because there's going to be a pit in the middle of this fight. Or like all around, which means I can't actually navigate around it. It's... Because if the screens get slightly desynced, one of them will fall into a pit. And that makes it very difficult. I'm gonna have to switch again at some point to give, like, you know, Zandra, like, one of the items. Since I believe... Yeah, I got silver, buddy! Ah, missed it. Okay, well, that's... I do have silvers, so it's not the end of the world. Please accept my arrow. Right, so that's done for Zandra. And then I'm gonna make sure she walks up off the ledge into the other room, and then I'll switch to Cat. So it's gonna be Cat trying to catch up to the credits. Right. All right. Thanks. Whoop. Snipe. Okay.
Poor cat, but luckily she had a fairy friend.
Yeah, Faye or friends.
Heal, please. Yes, yes, I would like some heals.
Nice grapple strats.
Yeah. Ganon, race is over, please. Stop
Ganon,
showboating.
go home. Don't make me start playing Semisonic.
See, sometimes one Ganon wants to just teleport around the room forever.
Yeah, I could see just how troubling this would be to try and do synced.
Mm. Got it. Wow. Dang, Cat.
Time's coming up for Zandra here.
Yep. Time's gonna be coming in.
That was a nice triple.
That's my best Ganon ever. time.
I think you mean that was Cat's best Ganon ever.
Yes,
You were already done, Zandra.
That's right. Oh, yeah. So what was the time in the end?
149.41.
That's the best I've ever done at this.
GG's.
Wow. Holy crap. Thank you, GG Freyas. Dang, what a nice set of seeds we got.
Yeah, you all
really
did
awesome set of
wonderfully.
Yeah, it was really great to watch this, and it was a lot. It was very exciting. It is a lot closer than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, gosh, that's the trick, is that I don't know if there's a way to like get the seeds, unless there would be like a third party who is well versed in this category, who would like vet like pairs of seed to go like, yes, these are about the same time, these are about the same time. But yeah, this is just so much fun to do. I'm glad me and Freyas could like share this with everybody, because I love running 2 seeds, 1 controller, and when Freya suggested we do this, I was like, yes, we have to make it happen.
Yes, we love just inventing new nonsense that you can do with games, and this is probably the biggest nonsense we've ever done, and it worked out so well.
Yep.
Yeah, for being 2 completely different games, randomizers that do have like decently close times in their solo seeds, like this was a really close race and incredibly fun to watch and be a part of.
And so Link to the Past has about almost 300 item check locations, right?
Oh yeah.
Super Metroid has 100.
Yeah, 216 in Link to the Past.
Yeah.
I'm just, in the interest of time, I'm just going to zoom in through the credits if that's okay, so I can catch up with Freya. Thank you to randomizer folks. Okay. Yeah, so see, technically never found the boots because that was the Zandra side that got the boots. So yeah, shout out to everyone who worked on the randomizers. Thank you for like breathing new life into a game that's decades old and making this so much fun. And also a big shout out to Andy McClure, MCC Lore 111 on Twitter for like making Emu co-op and letting me do this wild thing on the Zelda end. What a delight. Appreciate that Zandra defeated no bosses with any of the swords before the gold, because overworld checks. Alright, so here we go. Yeah, so 114 collection. Wow, on both. Oh yeah, of course, because they all open the same chests. But yeah, this is probably the best time I've done in this mode ever. And just a little over half the checks. And yeah, thank you. Also, big thanks to like Power Up with Pride for letting us do this, because this required a lot of coordination and a lot of people. And I'm just like extremely grateful that we got to show this off and entertain you all and just, have this all like bring all the logistics of this together. And also big thanks to my girlfriend Aura for vetting the seeds, making sure that everything was like live and ready to go. And also big thanks to my girlfriend Amber for cheering me on, and who's probably watching at some point in some corner of the globe. Thank you all, everybody.
Thank you so much. This was so much fun.
Yeah, thank you so much, and thank you, Freyas, for messaging me earlier this week asking if I wanted to be on comms.
Yeah, I really appreciate being on comms, and not just because you ask us to do comms on almost everything you do that's Super Metroid, but for Power of Pride specifically, and also to co-comm with my girlfriend. It's wonderful.
Yeah, that's fantastic. It was really wonderful being able to co-comm with you, Stars. I love you.
We were hoping the two of you would make a wonderful commentary team.
Thank you so much for doing a commentary. I'm so grateful. This was like incredible. What a lovely time.
Oh, I loved it. Thank you, everyone who donated throughout the run or just in general, and especially the pond donations. Thank you, because I asked for them. And all the Power Up Pride stuff. It takes a lot of effort to put on a marathon, and so thanks everyone for who's involved in making that happen. I always love winter and summer prides.
And thank you all for coming and showcasing this amazing run for us. It was an absolute blast. It was amazing.
And here's trying to break 15K this marathon.
Woo!
Yeah. I'm excited for what's next.
Coming up next, we have Titanfall 2 being run by Lord Fluffy. And I'm actually going to be handing off the host mic to a good friend of mine, Sparkover, so you can look forward to that. We will be right back with more amazing speedrunning action.
Bye, everybody. Let's
Bye.
do running quick games together.